keep you and your families healthy and live a longer, happier life. So I'm going to introduce our medical director. He will discuss a few key machines that we have in the building today. Some of you have already asked a lot of questions about them. If you haven't and you're interested, we'll be more than happy to walk around each machine with you and discuss what it can do for you. So, Dr. Alvarez?
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Dr. Rolando Alvarez. I'm the medical director of Pharmxhealthone. I'm also an age management medicine specialist. And thank you for coming here to come to our event regarding the technology of Pharmxhealthone. So first, I'm briefly going to talk about myself a little bit and just tell you how I arrived to this point and why technology is an incredibly important part of your path to healthcare. So my original board certification is in nuclear medicine. So you may ask, how the heck did I arrive here from nuclear medicine? And that's a very valid question. So in nuclear medicine, I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but you know, PET scans, nuclear stress test, HIDA scans, there's pretty much a scan for every body part. And there's a lot of functionality there. There's also a lot of cool technology. So there's the tie into technology. However, what I found is when I was working in nuclear medicine, patients over and over again, and the technology to find disease processes, so cancers, metastasis, heart disease. While that was rewarding in some sense and it was meaningful work, I found that I couldn't actually really help people. You see, ever since I can remember, I've always wanted to be a doctor. I wanted to help people since I was a little guy like this tall, okay? And what I found after 8 years of working in conventional medicine is that I was not really able to do that. To some extent, I felt like I could help people, but really, I didn't have the means to do what I wanted to do. That's where age management medicine came in. When I found age management medicine, I found that I could actually treat root causes. I could treat people with nutrition, exercise, supplements, peptides, and yes, some medications when needed. Also, I found, especially when I came onto Pharmxhealthone, that there was a lot of up-and-coming technology that I could use to my advantage. And technology that, unlike what I was used to in nuclear medicine, I could actually help people, treat people, and find out what's going on in patients before it turns into something more severe or, you know, uncurable. So that's where that's the lead-in into technology at Pharmxhealthone. So briefly, I'm just going to describe some of the things. This is just a sampling of what we have at Pharmxhealthone, but right behind you we have the second machine. For all intents and purposes, it's a body composition analysis machine. So, you know, at face value, you can get somebody's height, weight, and body fat composition. However,
Body
there's much
fats.
more. Some people don't want to find that out, but at the same time, it actually provides a window into other things that we can find out before we even do blood work. So as an example, it can detect water content in and outside of your cells. It can detect visceral fat. Everybody's worried about fat, but most people are concerned mostly with the subcutaneous fat, which is just the fat that's on the outside. But really the dangerous heart attack, stroke promoting fat is on the inside. That's able to detect that as well. In addition, you have something called the phase angle that actually tells the health of your cells. So when I review that information, I'm able to tell the health of your cells, whether you have inflammation going on, potentially hormonal imbalances, and that's before we've even pricked your finger and found out anything from blood work. I like that technology. Second up is, where's the Shockwave machine? The Stores machine is a multi-purpose machine. I think it's back there.
That sounds dangerous.
It sounds very dangerous. We put it right onto your head and we just shock. And you forget
Space
everything you learned
machine.
before that. It sounds a lot more daunting than it is. It's a multi-purpose machine. Really what it is it uses focused sound wave to cause microtrauma and actually causes migration of stem cells, new blood vessels, nerve regrowth, wound healing, and sometimes we also use it for erectile dysfunction. Okay, we often pair that up with other treatments as well. Is there something you want to? Okay. Did I hit a nerve? All right. So that's a very exciting machine. We use that all the time for different purposes, and I'll discuss that a little bit more in detail once we groups. There's also the BioNexus machine. The BioNexus machine is also a multi-purpose machine. We use it for cavitation. I don't know if you guys ever heard of cavitation. Cavitation is also a fat loss machine. It pokes holes using ultrasound, and it gets rid of fat. But cavitation's been around for a long time, but what this machine has that most cavitation machines don't have is that it has something to tighten the skin and produce collagen after you lose the fat. Because that's great that you lose the fat, but what happens to your skin afterwards? It sags, right? So that also takes care of collagen formation. It has infrared technology, it has vacuum suction, and it also has these rollers that helps get rid of the fat via the lymphatic system. So when the fat actually gets removed, it travels into your liver and it gets processed through there. The rollers actually help process that fat so that it gets distributed out. We also have other packages that we combine with that, but that's the technology of that machine. And then the last one is the BrainView. I don't know if you guys have seen the BrainView in that room. It looks a little scary with the wires and all that, but really it isn't that daunting. It's a very harmless machine. Basically, it allows us to detect your cognitive function. And so, a lot of people are worried about it. We've actually tried this in